Yo, what's poppin' YouTube? We are back again with another episode of We Got That Smoke with none other than Minister Louis Farrakhan. We'll be back, you all. Enjoy.
Brothers and sisters, there is an unprecedented wave of crime and violence taking place in black communities across this nation. And young black men are killing young black men in unprecedented numbers. Never in the history of our sojourn in America have black people been so destructive to one another. This wave of violence and crime that is sweeping our communities demands the attention of every preacher, every teacher, every religious leader, every civic leader. It demands the attention of government. For if this continues, we are on a path of total self-destruction. We must examine this problem, see what the cause of it is. Then we must apply the proper medicine that we may heal the black community, that we may come up out of this condition and be a people worthy of the respect of the nations of the earth. Once every 24 minutes in America, a human being is murdered. That means that by the end of this year, approximately 23,000 persons will have died by murder. In the war in Vietnam, America lost 55,000 killed, 35% of which were black people. So in 9 years of war in Vietnam, we lost approximately 20,000 lives. But of the 23,000 deaths that will occur this year, 55% of them will be black people. And 96% of those black people will have been killed by black people. That means that this year, over half of 23,000, meaning 12,000 black lives, will be lost. In 2 years, we will have murdered more of our own than we lost in 9 years of actual combat in Vietnam. What does that say? It is safer for us in a war zone than to try to live our lives out in the inner cities of America. This is tragic. According to statistics, a white woman has one chance in 606 of exiting this world by means of murder. A white male has one chance in 186 of exiting this world by means of murder. The black female has one chance in 126. But the black male has one chance in 21 of exiting this world by means of murder. That means 1 out of every 21 men in this audience tonight probably will leave this earth killed, not by an enemy, unknown enemy, but killed by his own brother who doesn't recognize him as a brother. A young black man named Mr. Bush was shot down recently by 3 white police officers. Naturally, the coroner's jury always comes back with the same verdict: justifiable homicide. The black community is enraged, as we should be. But brothers and sisters, if we are enraged over a white policeman killing a black youth, and whites have been killing us since our fathers set the soles of their feet in the Western Hemisphere, that is a natural pattern with them. So it's natural for us to be angry when they do it. But how much more upset should we be when every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday nights we send each other to hospitals in great numbers, but there's no marches, no protests, no nothing when we slaughter one another? As I was coming here on the plane, I picked up the Newsweek magazine, and in it there was an article about the environment. And I think the title of the article was, "The Green is White." As I read into the article, it talked about white men and women, boys and girls who are very concerned about the environment, the poisoning of the air, the water, the earth. But what is little known is that in every major city in America, the toxic waste is dumped purposely where black people live. And in many communities across this nation, the toxic waste is seeping into the water supply. Many poor people don't have the money to buy one of these water purifiers. We take it for granted that the water coming from our spigot is a good water, and we're drinking death. We're breathing death because nobody cares about black human life. They want to purify the water, the atmosphere. But when black people talk to the Greenpeace people about the environmental suffering of black people, they were not prepared to deal with human suffering from toxic waste, because white people thought more of cleaning up air and water for them rather than saving black lives that are dying from the dumping of toxic waste. loves profit more than people. What has happened to human beings that we think more of things than we think of people? So to make a profit, people will cook your food with chemical death, sell it to you, make you buy your own death. You don't study chemistry, you don't read labels, you eat food and die of carcinogens. Because the merchants of death, who love money more than people, are poisoning the food, the water, for profit, feeding hormones to chickens and pigs and cows, fattening them faster than nature would fatten them, to get them to the market quicker, to make a bigger profit, and your children are eating